Have you been seeing things that you cannot explain, feeling, hearing, maybe even tasting or smelling things that you cannot explain? These are moments with spirit. Is many people believe that your first encounter with spirit is when you're in your spirituality, when you're more spiritually awakened and you're really learning about your higher self. Most of the time, your first encounter will be when you're a child. It's because they are aware of your innocence, and so they are more attracted to you, attracted to your light, attracted to your beacon, okay? And your experiences usually will be seeing it from across the way or inside of a home or while you're asleep, while you're dreaming. These experiences are real. Some of you may remember these experiences, and some of you may not. But the first encounter is always important. When it came to me, my first experience was when me and my mom and my siblings, we were staying in this apartment complex. Now, in this apartment complex, a lot of people passed. Like, this apartment complex, I don't know what it was about, but a lot of people died. And we did not stay close to no cemetery yet, because that did happen. But me and my siblings used to share a room. I'm the oldest out of 7. So I used to go to sleep quicker than everybody else, but then I'll wake up in the middle of the night. Now, my grandma used to tell me stories about how we had gifts and she experienced certain dreams and all of that, but I never just really understood what she meant. As a kid, I used to feel something. At the time, I didn't know what it was, but I knew it wasn't physical. And I used to feel it sitting on the bed with me. Like, you could literally feel it sink, like my bed sink. And yes, I was scared. I didn't understand it. I didn't know why I was feeling it. Sometimes I used to feel them watching me. And I used to keep my eyes closed really tight. Now, some of you may have these type of experiences as well. But it was scary because I didn't understand what it was. And as I grew and I got older, I even tried to play with spirit. Because I tried to think of it in a positive way. Once again, didn't understand what I was doing. But as I got to a teenager and I started experiencing more life and things that were happening, those type of obstacles and trauma, that kind of went away because I was dealing with huge milestones in my life that prevented me from even being in that innocent tone to deal with spirit. And then I became spiritually awakened, and all of that happened afterwards. So a lot of times your first encounter will always be as a child. Some of you will remember and some of you won't. What does it mean to actually sense spirit? As I said before, we have senses and we use those senses every day, every hour, within every time. We use them daily. When we are sensing spirit, it means to perceive the presence of a spiritual entity to the point that we are able to communicate with spirit. When you're able to do this, you are considered a psychic medium, where you're able to speak to past loved ones, when you're able to speak to people who has passed on. And this is a major gift. Now, people usually view mediumship as a dark, really bad thing that you're not supposed to be able to do. But a lot of us do not realize the importance of mediumship. People think that the moment that you're speaking about it, you are speaking to something evil. Now, let's be honest here. There are dark forces. There are dark forces each and every day. They live upon us each and every day. That's why there's violence and illnesses and just chaos. It's amongst us. So mediumship will not change that. It just makes us more aware. When you are a medium, you are able to communicate with the past, love, like with the dead. I don't like saying that, but you're able to speak to spirits. In the midst of doing this, you are healing the physical and the spiritual side. Okay, and that's because you are relaying messages that loved ones are not able to say to the physical. Okay, you're not able to, and the physical is not able to communicate how they felt when their loved one passed. And in both ways, when you're delivering this message, it gives each side peace, healing, and growth. Once the physical is able to communicate with their loved ones, they tend to move forward in their life, and they're not obligated to feel stuck or to repeat old cycles. Messages from loved ones that has passed on is known to really bring out the good in the physical. The physical, such as you and me. How does it help the spiritual? It helps them because they are not being stuck as well. They're able to move towards the light. And as you know, even you see it in Ghost Whispers, that is a great example. Not detail from detail, but you get the gist of it. They are able to find peace. And more than anything in the world, that's what you really want for your loved one. You don't want them being angry about how they passed or feeling stuck and creating their own world of disappointment. You want them to feel happy and loved. Some of these loved ones actually choose to be guardians of you. They're able to do this, and it is really helpful for you. And they're able to give you messages to support you along the way. This importance of mediumship is very real. There's always light when people think there's dark. Don't allow fear to stop you from experiencing what you can really bring to humanity. The truth is, we are meant to grow and heal the earth. Don't allow fear to stop that.